Hello, my name is Mr. John Foden. Guess what? You'll laugh at this. Maybe a person who is actually listening to my conversation, which is fact, not theory. You think what's happening with society? People like fraud, the banks are getting fraud done and everything else. People pinch ideas and get credit. I was just sitting on the bench not long ago, and guess what? You work it out. Everyone wants money, like I'm saying. The banks are getting, scammed. In fact, a long time ago, remember? The government bailed banks out with the taxpayers' money, which really wasn't fair. Why should banks be bailed out with your money? For a start, you're getting no interest in the bank now. All the banks are worth doing now is paying bills. You know that and I know that. You might put the money into other places to get an interest, into shares and that. But remember, I think it was, I won't say the bank, because I don't end up in trouble now, do I? But they was bailed out, as you know. And I don't want to cause trouble for anyone. But remember, like I was saying, about law of attraction. What colour can you see behind me? Green. Well, in the House of Commons, they have green seats. Yes, they do. Green's a healing colour because it's a gentle conversation, not too severe. Now in the House of Lords, you have red seats. That's red seats. So you think why have to go red seats? It's because it's a serious matter. Not like me with me the theory about the planes. Theory. Right? I've just made a YouTube video on before this. But remember, everyone likes to pinch ideas and get credit. So another person may be trying to get credit. No, I'm not saying the I, I'm not saying the no. Remember I told you I can control the karma. Proven, the guy ended up in trouble. He sure did. And guess what? He was lumbered 3 times. Where he gave a name, also other things. And by the way, I'm not wearing a mask now. Like I said, exempt. And actually buying food. So, like I say, I have a reason to come out. Now you think right now, right? One thing. Just like this bright light here on this tree. Someone's got a bright idea. I've not got bright ideas. They might have a bright idea to pinch what I just said. Then again, I'm not saying they are, and I'm not saying they're not. They're behind me and no one behind me. But never slip up. Never let your ideas get pinched. Anyway, there's only one person who's doing good at the moment. Remember, I didn't vote like I was saying. But you think there's only one person doing something for you right now. And he's Labour. Even though I don't like Labour, he's a new MP. You think how much he's sticking up for Manchester are very, very, very low. Very low. Now let me explain. When people in Parliament who say my honourable friend, fact, no theory. So you think one thing. Guess what? Be quite surprised. In fact, very, very, very quite surprised. People move out of a situation like that to get away from trouble. Sometimes to lies, which is fact. We all know it. And they copy each other's ideas in Parliament and they go back on the word what they said they're going to do. Fact. Like I was saying, they all got found out for what they did. Because our seed was planted. If you didn't get it before, you can understand it now. So what you got to remember, we've all got a virus. Fact. Like, I'm not trying to scare you one bit. But think of the logic in this. These top secrets. Fact. Been on TV. This, that and the other. So seed was planted just like all the other things I've said. Now this person may have a bright idea, try and pinch what I said. Then again, there might have been no one behind me. Remember, I'm not paranoid, just covered in my back. Now you think, how are you going to say something? Now let me explain. I'm not saying this country is, I'm not saying it now. I'm not trying to scare somebody. So already been on the news. Everyone knows. Everyone's was thinking about it. Just like Hitler, 6 foot tall, blue eyes. Eventually happened. Star Trek. Look at us now. I'm talking to you now. You can get this. Even Facebook came to light, an idea was formed. It happened. See what I mean about law of attraction? It works. Even though people may say no. You think of something, an idea, it happens. So remember one thing. There's one country, and I'm not saying, don't mean to scare you, people were doing investigations. You know that, and I know that. Have you seen their country, or heard about their country having this virus? There's your answer. But then again, it's only a theory. I don't know the facts and figures, and I don't know which every country which has had it. So there's top secrets, but there's also common sense. You realise, and now you might realise. So really, if people have been doing investigations, maybe there's an antidote. What they found out. But remember, there's a lot of people on the planet, and a lot of people you might have to get rid. Remember, too many people on the planet, too much room, and it's not for all of us, because we're too big. And the more coming along, the smaller the planet's getting, because we're covered in all. Food nowadays, as you know, you're not stupid, is actually made to grow faster. Drinks, food, if you look in your tin, man-made. But with all this stuff in it nowadays, you know, they tell you what's on it, but you've got no choice to eat it or you die. And food is sprayed on to make it grow faster. That's what we call technology, like this mobile phone. Now, what you got to remember, I'm outside, like I said, people are walking past. Right? I'm not asking them to speak. I'm not showing the camera back to their face. Only mine. So, they don't know, you don't know, and I don't know. I'm not looking at them. I'm looking at the camera. Remember, there's one country, which I'm not going to name because I don't want to frighten you, but they're doing top secrets on something. So you could say seeds being planted, and you've made it grow, which is fact, not theory. Secret investigations. So by now, we should have an antidote. Every country is suffering this. Maybe, as far as I know, remember I don't do science, I just do common sense. There's one country which is bad, but this might only, remember this is only a theory. I'm not saying they're bad, they might be good, they might change their ways now. But you think, right, you think one thing. one thing only. You've got to remember that the country, I'm not saying which country because I don't want to scare you, but it's all been on TV about 6 years ago, maybe even longer. And you saw it. You don't put it on no more. Everything likes to be undercover and forgotten about. But when, like a seed is planted, it grows. And never forgotten, just like Hitler with the 6-foot kids. Like I explained with law of attraction. So now, see, top secret. So in other words, if they've been doing surveillance on this country, which I won't mention, you've all my age probably seen it. Not many young people probably, but my age have seen it, and there's a lot of people my age about, and older by the way, and even people a bit younger than me probably have heard about it. Fact, not theory. It was on TV, so a seed was planted. No, I'm not saying I have, I'm not saying I haven't, I'm not saying scaring people, and I'm not even naming the country. But have you been told, have their country got it? No, you haven't. I told you, people should stop planting seeds which are going to cause trouble. Fact. I'm not causing trouble because the seed has always been planted. I'm just advising you. But remember, this is only a theory, it's not fact. Just like the theory about the planes. This is not fact, it's theory. But there's a good theory in it. The kids at home. Everyone knows what's happened. Facebook, I'm talking to you now. On a phone. You know, what's it called? There's a load of websites where you can speak to each other. In fact, you can speak to someone on his phone now in a different country. See what I mean? People going into space. You wouldn't have dreamed it now. Especially when they said man would never fly. Proved that wrong, didn't they? Seed was planted. It happened. Space travel never happened. How can you find a metal that would actually can go into space? Work it out. Science, technology. Everything happens when a seed is planted. And remember, people are clever now. I only have common sense. That's all I use. Remember that. And like I say, people in Parliament should respect you. Should you be left somewhere where you shouldn't be? Definitely one reason why you shouldn't. Because we're called the House of Commons is for common people to stick up for you. Now someone has to be in Parliament, as you know, and someone's doing a good job, especially for Manchester. As you can see, I pulled my hat down then. And why did I do that? Because I'm sensible and keeping warm. And that's because I don't want to catch a cold and make people think I've got a virus. You look after yourselves and get back to you next time. And let's hope you think about, like I was telling you, it is actually someone good. You know what someone good is at the moment in Labour. He's actually doing something for you. He's an MP sticking up for the people. Not many MPs do. There's a lot of people suffering. Probably if they've been doing surveillance, like on TV years ago, which I'm not naming the country. And I'm not naming where the surveillance were. You've all seen it anyway, so it's not as if I'm committing slander. If it is, it was fantasy and lies. And really, government shouldn't be lying. That shows you, doesn't it? People try to scare people. See that they're closed. So don't worry. Don't think what people say about me, because it's not true. Just like I told you about that gentleman who was talking about lies. There you are. You good luck and good coming to all of you. You take care. I hope you enjoyed this video. YouTube video, that is. You take care. Good luck and good coming to all the nice people. And let's hope the MP for Labour, if he gets in government, doesn't do what the other parties did. It doesn't matter what he's doing now. He's not in government. But then again, people get influenced by cash. But at least he's doing something good for you and me. Which is fact, not theory. You take care. Get back to you next time. Good luck and good karma.